colors together again. Boring. And then there are these erasers. In erasers there are three forms. Block, which is obviously like a block, but you can't change the size or anything, it just stays the same size. And then we have this brush, which works like a brush, but you just fill it in, and instead of filling this in, it will take it out. And this pencil eraser tool, which again works like a pencil but for erasing. Here we have the background eraser tool, and what this does is the color you have selected as your background, it will only remove that. So because I don't have any white on, it won't remove. And here this magic eraser tool, which you just click and it will remove things that are the same color. This pattern tool, which you just fill in with patterns. There are 4 options. You can make it like a circular, starting from the center going out. You can make it like a clockish, and this again like a vertical, horizontal, and at the start there was a star shaped. And this bucket tool, which I just need to view the layer, and now you can just fill it in with the color just like so. And then there's this blur tool, which basically blurs the image that you have in the background. So if I just select this and then go over it quite a few times, you can see. Let's put this strength to 100%, and now if I go over it quite a few times, it blurs it. And sharp tool, which again it just, when you click it, it just sharpens this. Here you can see the difference between the two. It's a very subtle difference, but it works. If I go over it quite a few times, you can see that it becomes very saturated, and then it just like it gives a burnt look, and you can see the two, and you can see the difference. And this oops, what happened? Oh, the layers hidden. And just open the layer. And now what this does is the sharpen tool just gives it a burnt look. Let me just delete this. And now next is the smudge tool, which works like you're smudging the colors, but it's very slow. It takes a long time for Photoshop to work on that. And this was it dodge, I think. And what this does is it makes like it just looks brighter, as you can see. It's a subtle difference, but it gets brighter slightly. And this burn tool, which makes it darker, blurs it, which basically gives it a burnt look. Next we have this sponge. No, this is the burn tool, which gives it the burnt look. And here is the smudge tool, which just fills in with the color you have selected in the foreground. It just fills it, gives like you're putting makeup on. So depending on the color, it will change. Next is the pen tool, which you just click somewhere, and then next time you click, you can drag, and it makes these curved lines. This is one of my favorite tools because of many reasons. The text you see in the background, that was also made with this pen tool, except the HD, because that was using the text tool. If you want me to show you how I did the background, you see, just leave a comment below, and if I get enough comments saying that they would like to watch it, then I might show you how I did it. And there's this path tool under the brush tool, which again very useful. And if you right click, you can see the different things you can do with after making a path, which is very useful. Just press escape to get rid of it. Next is this freeform pen tool, which you just draw. It's a freeform, like a path that you make. Add an anchor point excuse me, and that you just click on the path, and then you get these new anchor points that you can move around to curve things. You can use that on any path, and then delete anchor point, which basically deletes it to make a straight line. Next is this convert tool, which allows you to remove or add these like nods that you use to make things more rounded or less rounded. But there is a quick shortcut for this. If I just go ahead and draw a path like so, and now what you can do is that if you have a pen in your hand, and if you hit Alt, it will switch to this convert tool, and you can just remove it like so. If you hold Alt, again same thing. You can so it's all about the shortcuts in Photoshop. Otherwise, it is very difficult to use. Next, we have this text tool, which I'm going to just draw a box and type in hello. Okay, it doesn't have to be a text box. You can just click and write whatever, but I don't want it, so escape to get rid of it. Next is vertical text, which just types it vertically. This horizontal text, which horizontal mask text with text, which allows you to get a selection like so. And same with the vertical masks text. And then there's select tool, which just basically allows you to select and move the path that you make with the pen. Actually, they should be connected together. I don't know why they're not, but that's just Photoshop for you. And next is this rectangle shape tool, which allows you to draw rectangles, but this time they're not selections, they're actually they're actually just shapes, and each time you draw something, it creates a new layer itself. And here this is a train that I made very quickly. And then just this is the rounded rectangle, and if you decrease the radius right here, it won't be very rounded, but if you increase the radius, the rectangle will be much more rounded. And then this Polygon Tool, which you draw polygons. You can change the sides depending on whatever you need to, but I don't think I need to explain in detail how that works. And then there's this line, which is basically you drawing lines. And then custom shape, which basically you just pick any custom shape from there, and then you can put it on like so. let's get rid of all of these, and now let's go back in the hand tool. And hand tool, what you do is you just move around the place when you zoomed in. It will move the actual object, and if you have any of the tool and just hold the space bar, you can actually switch to it and switch to the hand tool temporarily. This view tool basically allows you to rotate your view. It will rotate the whole canvas, not the actual image. So if you want to work on something vertically or horizontally or 45 degrees or wherever, you can work on that. It just allows you to see a bit better, and if you just press escape, then it goes back to normal. And finally, this zoom tool, which all you do with this is zoom in, zoom out. You have to click and drag to the left to zoom out, and right to zoom in. And you can set these different options which allow you to do all sorts of things like zoom to fit screen or actual pixels, so that would be 1 pixel per pixel on your screen. And then there are these blending modes, which I'll go into more detail in the next episode. So I'll describe all of those in the next episode. So you will get the next episode on this channel. I've been VirtualChD, and see you next time. If you enjoyed, just hit the like button, and to watch the next episode, just click on your screen. Thanks for watching.